Hello, welcome to quote, and for you I'd cross the river of death, end quote by 22 Orpheus. Most every track on this album, or whatever you want to call it, consists of 4 parts. Part number 1 is a simple 50-year-old drum beat that has been sampled to hell and back, like so. This is called an amen break, and it is the center of the genre/cultural phenomenon/thing for nerds on the internet to get elitist about even more than metalheads do, known as breakcore. Whilst that was the raw drum beat, most beats will also contain my personal touch, being chopped up even more than they already are. The second part of each beat is a piano, something simple, long chords, like so. Layer with the drums. Most tracks will also include a bass line. This differs between artists, but I prefer to keep it similar to the piano and go simplistic, thus making the creation of bass lines in my workflow uninteresting. So I shall move on to part 4, the melody. Once again, this tends to differ between artists, but I personally like an arpeggiating singular note like so. Most tracks contain at the very least 3 of these 4 parts, although some might not. Allow me to close out this introduction with the full title of the album, not shortened to its reasonable, yet still quite lengthy, quote official title, I wear my heart on my sleeve so you know how I feel, but I wear jackets now so you don't know I feel it, and I might dye my hair so you can always find me, but I'll wear hats so you don't bother, and for you I'd cross the river of death, if I could remember how to swim. Thank you for listening to the intro. Please enjoy the next however many minutes of your life. Sincerely 22, V. Bankai.
POV, you were abused as a child.
Goodbye, 22.
These are the lyrics to a song from a girl too scared to sing, so she sits at her desk speaking into a microphone. If you listen closely, you might hear some rhythm in her voice. Then it passes. These are the lyrics from a song nobody will listen to. If you skip this track, she won't judge you. She knows you well. She ponders her music. She ponders if she likes it. She decides she likes it. She decides you don't have to. This is a song from a girl who nearly died from her love. Headphone cable forms a great noose, but she can't tie a knot, and grip strength won't do it. This is a song from a girl to a boy who came home every day, asking why he couldn't be like the girls. A boy who one day would be like the girls. A boy who may have never seen himself become one of the girls. This is a song from a girl who failed to a girl who never tried, but she claimed she did just to get in with the girl. She got in with the girl. She pretended to love the girl. She nearly killed the girl. This is a song from a girl who failed to a girl who succeeded. Although she cannot hear it, she still appreciates the gesture. Or at least the girl hopes she does. These are the lyrics to a song from a girl who doesn't know how to write lyrics, so she writes her thoughts. No dilution, just what she thinks. This is a song from a girl who wants to talk to nobody and wants everyone to hear it. You can't hear her now, so she'll speak louder tomorrow. This is a song from a girl to a girl just like her. Maybe not just like, but like enough to get something out of hearing, quote, herself, end quote, through the words of another. These are lyrics to a song from a girl who cares. A score of 81 BPM surrounds me as I write in third person to not talk about myself whilst I talk about myself. The time passes backwards around me, I don't notice it. It's midnight as I watch the sky for stars. I see none. I see none. It's midnight as I check my phone for bars. I get none. I get none. It's midnight as I break my skin for blood. I draw none. I draw none. It's midnight when I finish making this song from a girl to a boy and a girl and a girl and a girl. Maybe they aren't real people. Maybe they just aren't people yet.
Showtime!
Prod by 22. Prod by 22.
When I started working on this project, I was originally just going to make a single song for a girl because I like music and she likes music and I like her, and I wanted to make something dedicated to her. But I got a bit inspired by the music I started making and ended up making this entire album. Sure, it might not be a long album, and sure, it might not be love songs like what you'd expect from an album dedicated to another person. But it is what it is. I didn't make this about her. I made this for her, if you catch my drift. And I just wanted to, like, end off on that note so you know, like, kind of what I was thinking when I was working through this. This outro is going on way too long. It's just me talking. But I really appreciate your listen. And I promise that I'll make more shit in the future that's probably going to sound much better than this. I kind of rushed it, especially at the end. I was rushing a lot at the end. I mean, the last track is an unfinished demo that I started working on before I started even considering an album. And, like, I was making that shit for fun, and I honestly don't really have any plans to finish it because I'm, like, not going in that direction anymore. But I am still proud enough of it to put it on the album. I don't know. I'm kind of out of shit to say. Thanks for listening. See you next project.